Hello, it's Emily. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to formally introduce you to my very first designer handbag ever and things that I've learned along the way about handbags in general. Be sure to grab a snack because I'm feeling a little chatty, a little sentimental after seeing this piece because it's been in my collection for so long. So let's just jump right into it. Before I even show you the bag, let me show you the dust bag. This is an OG Louis Vuitton dust bag. It's very plain. It just has the tiniest little LV logo here and it is in this tan color. I'm pretty sure this piece is now considered vintage on the resale market, which kind of hurts my heart a little bit because that means that I'm getting older. But the funny and also kind of sad part about it is that this bag has been sitting in storage for a few years now. But TLDR, I got this bag freshman year of college. This bag was a gift from my mom for my 18th birthday, but I did shop with her in the boutique and picked this out myself. And I'm so grateful that she was able to purchase this for me. But I would like to formally introduce you to my Speedy 25. And who knew I would be obsessed with a Nano Speedy many years later. But here she is. This is what she looks like. I know bigger bags are having a comeback right now, and Speedies in particular are also having a comeback. And I will chat about the wear and tear of this bag later on in this video. Louis Vuitton does still carry the 25 size, but this is what she looks like. This bag does come with a strap that I will now be wearing on the shoulder. It also has an extender so that I could wear as a crossbody. But I vividly remember I had just started college in September and my birthday was in October. I had turned 18 in October. I did want a bigger bag, but I specifically remember that I did not want a Neverfull because I saw it all over campus. I kind of wanted to be a little different, but I still wanted a bag that was a classic piece, but also a bag that I liked and could see going with my wardrobe, would fit my lifestyle, which at the time was being a college student. Once I saw the size in the Speedy, I was like, yes, I love how this fits on my frame. It's big, but it's not too big. And what really sold me was the strap actually, because I could wear it on the shoulder or I can extend it and wear it as a crossbody, which is so funny because that is still my criteria these days. Thank you to younger me for sticking to what she likes, because now that it is 10 plus years later, I can still use this bag and it is still very much in style. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were periods of time where I barely used this bag because it was too big, and you know that I'm in my mini bag phase. But recently something kind of shifted and I just wanted to resurrect this bag from the storage unit. So my mom grabbed it for me and gave it to me while I was in California recently. Another thing that I am so happy that younger me did, so I don't know if Louis Vuitton still does this, I'm pretty sure they do, but they can hot stamp a lot of different items. I was like, this is my first bag, I want to make it special and want to get something hot stamped, and my first and last name were Emily Dao, but I didn't like that it spelled out Ed when I just had the first and last initial. So younger me was like, hey, we're just gonna do M, because a lot of people call me M, they still do. I ended up getting a hot stamp that says EM on it right here, and this is also another reason why I haven't sold this bag, because it has been hot stamped. It's probably the only bag that I have personalized in my collection, but it just makes it more special to me because it has aged so well. And that is the little backstory about this bag. I remember bringing it back to my dorm in like a big Louis Vuitton box, and I was like, where the heck am I gonna put this? Because I was sharing a dorm room and I just had my little section with my twin size bed, one closet, and I was like, Mom, you gotta take the box because I cannot fit this anywhere in my dorm and it doesn't make sense to. So I remember taking this out to campus. I would go to class, I'd have my laptop in my hand, I'd have all of my snacks and water, phone, and like whatever other items I would need. I was bopping around school with it. So definitely a lot of great memories with this bag. I want to quickly talk about the price because it's so fascinating to me to see the price change over the years. So my mom and I were talking about it. We couldn't remember exactly how much she paid for this bag, but it was definitely under $1,000 because I remember when we were shopping, anything over $1,000 was an immediate no, and 10 plus years ago, $900, $800 was still a lot of money. I honestly wish we had those prices these days because I would be buying up so many more fun pieces. But if you were to purchase a Speedy 25 in 2025, it is currently retailing for $1,900. So not too terrible considering that a lot of designer handbags these days start at $2,000 and up now, which is insane. So again, the price and the size made sense for me at the time, and honestly, so happy we were able to get that, because even now, if you were to purchase a vintage version of this, it's still around $800 depending on the condition. So very, very happy about that. But this is a perfect segue to talk about the wear and tear, because this is the oldest bag in my collection and there is wear on it. So the biggest thing that I was shocked about when my mom gave me this bag recently was how a lot of the hardware had tarnished. So for example, if you look on the lock here, this thing is tarnished. What's also sad is that I don't have the keys to unlock this. I think I'm gonna have to bring it to Louis Vuitton and see what they can do, because I can't find the keys, so I don't know what they're supposed to do in that situation. There's not too much tarnishing on the actual hardware near the handles, but I want to say the biggest part is like the D-rings on the side are definitely tarnished. This part of the zipper is a little tarnished, but the actual like full zipper itself is not, so I don't know how that works, but love that for me, I guess. I will say the leather has also shown a lot of wear and has patinaed. My Nano Speedy has already been pre-patinaed, but honestly the patina of this is not as bad as I've seen on other vintage bags. It's still very, very light. It shows that I did not use it much, especially after college. Like this probably went into storage after college because I started going for more mini bags, crossbody bags, different era and style of my life. So that just means there's a whole lot of life left in this bag, which I'm very excited about. You could see like the leather has definitely had fading, surprisingly, because it's literally been in storage, but it's honestly not too bad for a bag that is over 10 years old. I want to note that the coated canvas has just softened so nicely. Like I actually love the slouch in this right now. I cannot wait to get bag charms for this, because this is gonna be so fun and so iconic to dress up. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you aren't already, because I will be putting so many fun bag charms on this piece. But after carefully examining it, it will need a trip to the spa, especially because I just want to know what they can do about this lock. Like it is fully tarnished and I don't have the keys to take it off. So TBD on what's gonna happen there. But in case you're wondering what a 10-year-old Speedy looks like, here she is. Also, the strap has aged really beautifully. It's so incredibly soft. There are some stains on it, but not too crazy in my opinion. I'm also surprised that there is hardly any tarnishing on the rings here on the strap. Don't know how that works compared to the rest of the bag. I guess it's just like how much air it was exposed to. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a science girly, but I'm just really surprised that some parts oxidize more than others. Overall, it is in really great vintage condition. If you're wondering if I'm ever gonna sell this, the answer is no. This bag can evolve with me, which is the best part. Even thinking ahead when I'm older, potentially when I have kids, like this is a great mom bag as well. It holds a lot of items, but it's still a really, really great size. Next up, I want to quickly share some mod shots in case you were considering a Speedy 25, especially because it's still available for purchase in the boutiques, or you can go the pre-love route. I'm a petite girly, as you know. I'm 5'2" for reference. So this is what it looks like if I'm just wearing it with the top handle. The bag looks bigger on my frame when I carry it like this. So my favorite way of wearing it, like I mentioned, is as a shoulder bag. I love how slouchy this looks. I love how casual it is. This is what it looks like as a crossbody strap, but my preferred way is going to be wearing this as a shoulder bag. And for the last part of this video, I wanted to chat about some learnings, whether you're buying your first designer bag or if you're interested in this bag in particular. The first and most important lesson, in my opinion, is whether you're buying your first designer bag or your 10 designer bags in, it is so important to stay true to your values when it comes to a bag and not just buying something that's just trendy. I know that you go through life, your style changes, your taste changes, but the foundation of just buying what you like, because everything that I thought of at the time as an 18-year-old version of myself, I'm so glad I made the decisions that I made. And it's so cool to see little elements of myself that haven't changed over the years, and like preferences, little things like that that I honestly didn't think much of at the time, even down to like the tiniest details of like, I would want my initials to be M instead of ED. I want a bag that I could wear in multiple ways and that's still functional but still looks good on my frame, like things like that. I'm honestly so grateful for. Now, of course, with wear and tear, I could have done better with this bag. I honestly thought, you know, we're leaving it in storage, it'll be fine, but it definitely was not fine. It could have been a lot worse, I will say. but it definitely could have been better. And maybe I should have purchased a bag organizer a lot sooner for this bag to help keep its shape. But again, the slouchy look is actually in right now, so this will go perfectly. But I know I need to like push out the edges on some parts of this bag because it got a little funky. Like 10 years ago, I don't think bag organizers existed, and if they did, they were definitely not mainstream, or people just didn't talk about them, or maybe I was just naive and didn't even know about them. I don't know. Those are the main things that I learned. Stay true to yourself when you're purchasing items, because I don't even think I watched a single review video before going for this bag. It was literally just me going in the boutique with my mom. We looked for stuff, tried on bags, and I just went with the one I liked. And it just shows that it's still me. Let me know if there's any questions that you have about this bag. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!